what's up mortals, Boppo here, and welcome back to another video. I'd like to thank the supporters on Patreon for their support. It means a lot. A link to the Patreon will be in the description below, as well as a link to the Discord group chat, where you can talk to me and other mortals like yourself. There's quite a few people already, and it'd be awesome if you joined us. I am a little bit sick. I have a sinus infection or something, so if I do this in the video, I am extremely sorry, but that is to prevent snot from pouring onto my lap, so I would hope you would forgive me for that. Anyway, let me get right into the video. At school the next day, Izuku walks inside still shook up from the day before, having found out that Bakugo and All Might were working together and with a new quirk. None of this makes any sense to him. As he walks to the staff room he is told to go, he opens the door and sees Bakugo and Toshinari sat on opposing couches looking over at him. Toshinari greets Izuku and tells him to sit down, which he does, taking a seat next to Bakugo, who gives him a somewhat cold stare before turning back to his master. Toshinari tells Izuku the tale about One for All and how you can pass it from generation to generation, and that he passed it on to Bakugo as he can barely handle it because of his injury. Izuku is somewhat confused. You can't pass on your quirk to someone, it doesn't work like that. Toshinari tells him that there were two brothers, and one of them didn't have a quirk, so the other one gave him a strength quirk, and then awakened his dormant quirk to pass on his quirk, and so he passed it on until it finally got to Bakugo. Izuku starts taking notes, but Bakugo blasts his book away, telling him that if someone found that notebook, it could have been fatal, which he understands. Toshinari requests Izuku's silence, and of course he agrees to stay silent for his idol's sake. Far away, All for One is using his blood connection quirk to listen in on this conversation, seeing his rival weak. He knows that if they strike now, it'll be easy to kill him, which Shigaraki really wants to do. If he is this weak, it should be easy, but All for One assures him that they will be. He wants Izuku to become a bit stronger first. Back at UA, All Might tells the class about the quirk training that they're going to do. Izuku's hero costume is a bit different this time. It's gray and has a tux as the body, but his head is still the same. The teams are also the same, worrying Izuku even more. His rival is going to fight him, and now with One for All, plus his explosions, he'll be shocked if he can even last a minute in there. That and Uraka is pretty. Both of them enter the room, ready for battle. Before Bakugo entered, All Might tells Bakugo to try and hold back a bit, as if he goes all out, he'd kill them, both. Begrudgingly, Bakugo accepts to do this, and he and Ida enter. Both Izuku and Uraka are walking through the building, with Izuku holding his guard up, ready to fight off a surprise attack. That's when Bakugo blasts over nothing, using One for All, confusing him. Why would Baku hold back against him? He rushes at Izuku and goes to blast him when Izuku uses his slow time. His arms start to move in the air slowly, but yet he keeps pushing through. The air pressure in his hand is starting to build up. As he lets time flow normally again, the two boys release their attack, sending each other back a bit. Uraka catches Izuku and causes him to float a bit before releasing him. She says that they can defeat him, but Izuku tells her to go and stop Ida when they won't be able to beat Bakugo, especially because he's holding back. She nods and starts to run towards the stairs when Bakugo rushes at her, going to right hook her. She freezes up for a moment as the blow nears her face. Mere milliseconds before the punch can hit her, Izuku catches the blow and swings Bakugo over his shoulder, telling Uraka to go yet again. She nods off and runs. Bakugo stands up angrily that he's losing to Izuku. If All Might would let him use full body, he'd have won immediately. Izuku tells Bakugo to stop holding back. He'll beat him through his own strategy and not through petty. This shocks Bakugo that Izuku would be so fearless. His body glows with green sparks as Bakugo shouts, "If you want to lose this bad, Deku, you should have said so at the start." Wait. He lunges at Izuku and unleashes a huge explosion blast at him. This takes Izuku off guard, that he moves so fast and his attacks are so strong. Through muscle reflexes, Izuku goes to dodge, but the blast hits his arm, damaging it as well as burning off the outfit around it. This makes Izuku mad that he'll lose that easily. He can't end like this. He has to be a hero. He failed once, but he won't fail again. Bakugo goes for another explosion, which Izuku is prepared for. He uses his quirk to slow down time and think of a strategy to win. Another one of them blast will surely take him out of commission. He looks at Bakugo as the blast starts to come out of his hand. It'll be hard to beat him, but if he can execute his plan, it should work out. Time flows, and instantly the blast consumes the corridor. Smoke covers Bakugo's sight as he looks and sees Izuku laying on the floor. Instantly, he pushes himself up, grabbing a stun grenade before the blonde berserk can react. He then crushes the grenade in his hand, leaving Bakugo dazed. As his eyes come to, he looks around, not seeing Izuku until he hears a click noise. He turns and sees Izuku holding one of his grenade gauntlets attached to his hand. A huge explosion rushes at Bakugo, which he blocks using One for All to shield himself from the attack. As the blast fades, Izuku is gone. This time, completely gone. His goal wasn't to subdue Bakugo, but to escape Bakugo. This angers him as he leaps through the door, breaking it with a punch as he lands. There he sees Ida facing them as the two heroes turn to see Bakugo. Murder blast! Bakugo shouts as he fires a huge blast, which is what Izuku wanted. Uraka, now! He tells her, and she touches Izuku and herself. Both of them float over the blast just barely as it keeps going, hitting Ida and flinging him to the ground, badly damaged. With zero gravity, Izuku leaps at the bomb, and before anyone can react, and touches the bomb, causing both Bakugo and Ida to fail. After this, Bakugo walks off angry, but Izuku tells him to stop. He turns around, ready to blast Izuku, but he tells him that this doesn't mean anything, and he wants to rematch in the future. Bakugo is taken aback by Izuku's declaring another battle and asks him why he would want to fight again. Izuku scratches the back of his head, telling him that he couldn't win a one-on-one fighting with him, and to be a hero, he can't depend on chances like that. This makes him grin. All Might then appears outside of the school, where two boys are falling into his skinny form. Toshinori tells Bakugo that he should have held back and could have killed Izuku, which Bakugo apologizes for. Then he turns around and tells Izuku that he did very well. His split-second decision to combat them was well thought out. This makes him grin as he confesses it took him 22 minutes to think of that. He was lucky that his reflexes were fast enough to dodge that huge blast. Whilst walking home, Izuku is on his phone when he gets a phone call from his dad. The two talk with Izuku explaining the battle he had today. Then Izuku briefly mentions Bakugo's quirk as One for All, which All for One already knew from observing his son. He knows everything Izuku does. After explaining the quirk being a muscle increaser, he tells All for One about how he told Bakugo to go all out, which annoys him. If he tells his son if he has an opponent on the ropes, he should finish them off. Giving an opponent an opportunity shows weakness, and he knows that he isn't weak. Izuku tells his father that he wouldn't understand making up an excuse and hanging up on his dad. At school a couple days later, Aizawa tells them about the USJ. He says that they're all going, but All Might won't be able to attend for reasons that he doesn't know. He does know, but for obvious reasons, he isn't allowed to say. All for One reports this news to Shigaraki, who is angry. Kurogiri tells him that it doesn't matter, they'll just invade the school, but Shigaraki calls him an idiot. There are too many pro-heroes. Then All for One tells them he is sure to attend the sports festival, why not attack then? This makes Shigaraki creepily grin. Although the pro-heroes will be there, it's more open to attack and should also be seen worldwide. So Class 1A attends the USJ with 13 at Aizawa. The two teachers put the students in sections for survival tactics in special ways. This doesn't really do anything for them except make them a little bit battle ready. This is what Aizawa wanted, as he declares that his training with them was for the sports festival. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry for a few mess ups. There's no commas in the scripts. But anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, peace out, mortals.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.